So PlaqueBoyMax's return got violent. Video by Hello Yassine Extras. I don't really know. I'm not sure what's going on. I know Max was gone for a while, and he just now coming back. So now they're saying his return got violent. I'm not even too sure what they mean by that, but let's see.
What's poppin', y'all? I told y'all, man. Don't play with me. I said PlaqueBoyMax was coming back soon. Nah, well, PlaqueBoyMax's return was explosive to say the least. He came back with a massive event, a gigantic house, piggybacking off the hype of Love Island to host his own Love Island.
I didn't watch Love Island, bro. I feel like I won't even say that. Don't even worry about it.
An inspired show called In Too Deep 2. It's the second installment of this. I don't even remember the first one happening, but that just goes to show how much bigger PlaqueBoyMax has gotten since then. I think he hit his all-time peak viewership here of like 170,000 or so. And what he did is he got a bunch of guys, a bunch of girls, and then there's a cash prize at the end of 25K, and they can either choose to like split it or steal it. So like they split the money, which means like they kind of like each other, I guess, or the person just takes all of it. This is
That's a lot of money, 25K.
A bit familiar to kind of like...
If y'all won the show, would y'all split it or would y'all keep it? I might have to keep that, I ain't gonna lie.
Old show that used to be called Love or Host. I don't know if that still exists. It'll probably be Love or Raid now, where like either they go on a date together or the person takes the raid of all of the viewers and like cuts that one out, cuts that other person out. So here they had a bunch of different streamers and we got violence. And we're not talking about violence of words. We're talking about words escalating to chicks hitting people upside the head. So there were two characters. One of them was this individual named Yugi. He was the love doctor. And there was this girl.
How does that name correlate? Like, how does that name correlate?
Named Deja, and he started trolling her. So this is the thing, in this show there's the main stream that's on PlaqueBoyMax, but then there's all these side streams where people give their own perspective of what's happening, kind of like the after hours, you could call it. It's when they do those cuts in reality shows, like for instance Jersey Shore. They'll cut to the situation and he'll just be giving his thoughts on an event that happened during the day, and it would be a cutscene and it's just him. That's what this is, except for streamers and a shorter time span. So a lot of people here, this is acting because they got to win over votes and they have an opportunity to win over viewers because many of them are being exposed to a new audience. It's a mixed audience because all of the streamers there, their audiences are watching, and then there's PlaqueBoyMax's audience. So you get the opportunity to win people over. And here, I don't think the girls are as experienced in what content is in terms of, hey, this is all an act. I don't think they know where the lines blur between what's acting and what's real. I think this also happens with like quote unquote relationship type content, like for instance DDG and chicks that hang around him, but that's a topic for another video. Damn, that's gonna be on somebody's like stream deck. That's gonna be a quote that people just keep dropping in the comments. But regardless, so I'm gonna play.
I ain't gonna lie, it was in that hole. I'm just being honest, bro. That was clean.
You guys the clip of this guy Yugi, farming this one chick, because if people react a certain type of way, you're gonna farm them for the chat. So I'm gonna play you guys the first clip.
Why did I just had that goofy smile? I was thinking about something else. I just, you know when you catch yourself cheesing too much, that's just what happened. That's crazy. I couldn't go off on a tangent right here, but it's like, it's crazy. I'm not even going to say anything, bro. No, but I'm just, alright. Let me make up my mind. No, what I'm saying is, I think it's just crazy how sometimes, like, as a dude, like, you'll just be, like, cheesing for no reason. Like, you'll just be smiling. And, like, you'll, like, catch yourself, You'll catch yourself while you're smiling or whatever. And, like, you just be like, okay, let me lock in real quick. You know what I'm saying? So, that's crazy. It's just funny to me. Like, guys don't like, and it's not even like a big thing. It's just like, a lot of guys just don't like to be just smiling like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like to have a serious face. Is that an issue? Like, you think dudes be mean mugging too much? Anyways, let me get back to the video. My fault, y'all.
Whoa.
I said, get the away from me. You speak English, right? How are you?
Dang.
Oh, you was talking.
That's crazy. Why did she just do all of that?
Me?
Yeah, get the
Your dumbass got saved for that. Your dumbass got saved, and now you be going home if it wasn't for Didi. If it wasn't for Didi, you would be going home.
And that's fine. I got my time. Because I don't want you to.
Why is she so mad, y'all?
Can you tell me?
Deja in too deep, bro. She in too deep, bro. Deja in too deep, bro. She in too deep.
No, I don't.
And you think I f with you? That's why you're not supposed to have attitude.
I don't have attitude.
You thought you was gonna get chosen, huh?
I don't have
What a
attitude.
twist! No, don't cry. That's why you're not supposed to have attitude. We have to wrap it up. We have to wrap it up.
So that's them in the house. So he's messing with the chick. He's clowning her a little bit, and you're like, it's like a teasing type of thing. He wasn't one of those people that was. I don't think like the Love Doctor was a different role than the other people that were trying to win with a couple. So they're in the backyard at this point. They're playing a card game, and then that's when they really up the ante. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip.
You gotta take 2 shots, Deja. If not, DDG getting something crazy tonight. No, Deja.
Yeah.
Yo, Deja, come on. Which one you choosing? You gotta do it, bro.
You always be on some disrespectful.
Bro, she's so fucking mad, bro. She just blew. Nah, pass me my split. She just blew my heart, bro. Pass me the split. Bro, pass me the split. She blew my heart, bro. I'm dead ass. I'm getting mad, bro. Oh my god.
Dang. That was crazy. I was not expecting that. He was talking kind of wild though. Let's be real. He was doing a little bit too much. And this dude over here, Silky, he's kind of gassing bro's head up, but he was kind of doing too much. But I didn't expect it to escalate that quickly though. That was kind of fast.
What happened? What did she do? Next time I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you.
Yo, Deja, stand on that. Man, stand on that thing. Stand on that thing. What happened? Stand on that thing. All he did was read a card. All I did was read a card.
That's not all he did. Let's be real, bro. That's not all he did.
She missed though. Wait.
The thing is, to be honest, this type of thing only works if you're funny. And I'm not gonna lie, bro is not funny. So that's why it's not working. You feel me? He's getting a little bit too personal. Not too personal, but like it's just a little bit too disrespectful. But you can only do that if you're funny. You know what I'm saying? And bro's just not funny. He's just not.
All he did was read a card. All I did was read a card. And that's why JC got a better girl now.
So here he's just messing with her, and keep in mind he has been messing with her for a long time, but then she decides to put hands on him and leaves and is very, very angry with the situation. And this is just unacceptable. Like, she must think this is Baddies West or Baddies East. Like, this is not Zeus. This is Twitch.tv. We know if he had done that, that stream is going down. Somebody's getting banned. You're taking a little bit of a timeout for 24 to 36 hours. Now, when people said, like, he got smacked, I thought that he got open palm smacked or hit in the face. It seemed like she, like, hit the top of his head, which it doesn't matter. Like, you don't put your hands on somebody else. And then you've got people trying to...
Yeah, you don't put your hands on anybody. I feel like whatever you do in life, you have to just be able to deal with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't really matter what you do. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't matter what you do, but you should, whatever you do, just go on with the realization that it's gonna have a consequence. You know what I'm saying? That's why I preach over here that you should be very very, very cognizant of your actions, because every action has a reaction. You know what I'm saying? You don't just do anything in life and expect nothing to come of it. Every action has a reaction. You know, that's one of the laws of physics. You know what I'm saying? And that's just true for everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? It's just true. So whatever you do, just understand that's going to come with a reaction, whether it be good or bad. So, yeah, that's all I can say on that.
justify it like, oh nah, well, you know, she like he kept badgering her, so she had to. This is the thing. Let's say a giant, right? You've got a giant, or let's just say a chimp, or let's just say a lion, right? Something that is that can kill you, and it's badgering you, and it's annoying you, and it's whistling, and this and that. Are you ever gonna hit a lion? Absolutely not, because if you hit it, you're dead. You're dead. You have no chance. So that's what I think when I see a chick hitting a guy. It's like the level of ego that, or like the level of ego and safety that you have to know that this individual could kill you with their bare.
All right, let's not do too much. We over here comparing him to a lion, but I do get the point he's trying to make. I understand basically what he's saying is that a lot of women, but specifically her, I think her specifically, what he's saying is basically that sometimes women get too comfortable hitting dudes because they don't understand like how much of a threat they could be potentially. You know, like basically what he's saying is like, obviously on average most men are stronger than women. They have the capacity to kill women. You know what I'm saying? If they wanted to. So, but a lot of women don't operate with that in mind when it comes to their interactions with guys. It's like when it comes to them getting physical or whatever the case may be. And so that's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. But he compared bro to a lion. To be honest, obviously bro is not a threat. Let's just keep it a being. So I think that comparison is, I get what he's trying to say, but I think at the end of the day the biggest point is just that she shouldn't have put his hands on him. But to be honest, if I'm just being totally honest, and I might be wrong, I'm not in this exact situation. I'm not totally against what she did, to be honest, in this situation. Because bro was just, I don't know, bro. He was just dragging it. Like, he wasn't, to me, I feel like to me, if you want to act like bro, you got to be funny. If you're not funny, like, and you could say that she's taking it too seriously. Like, it does look like she is taking it a little bit too seriously. But I didn't watch like, these are clips. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't watch the whole thing. Maybe bro was doing way too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But she did kind of take it a little bit too seriously to like hit him or whatever. But to be honest, I don't like, and it's not even like she hit bro bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even nothing crazy. I'm not saying that justifies it. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying, she didn't hit him down. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, is this the craziest situation? You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, every action has a reaction. What he was saying was kind of disrespectful. So, yes, you could say she got rage baited, which is like essentially what happened. She did get rage baited. But at the end of the day, like, it's like, what do you even expect? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that hit was so bad that it's like an insane reaction to what he was doing, if that makes sense. But I don't know. I might be alone. I probably am alone on that. But I will say she probably was taking it a little bit too serious, though, to be honest. But it's like I said, bro. It's always you don't know what can come of whatever you're doing, so you just have to be ready to deal with the consequences. You know what I'm saying? Of every decision you make.
And to be able to do that is just, I don't want to be anywhere near that type of person. You're living in an alternate universe, because there are, certain places of the world where like the thought of like hitting a dude wouldn't even come to their mind because they probably get smoked for it. Regardless, DDG gives his own opinion on this.
And Yugi was sent here to fuck up my whole play, fuck up my whole connection with her. Just get the cracking jokes, doing his little whatever the fuck he was doing or saying to her, which was very inappropriate. And then on top of that, you got fucking Silky coming over here. He literally said it outside. He was like, India's coming. And then when she start crying and walked away, he gonna talk about 25K. Like, you gotta understand how niggas trying to play me, bro. That's why when y'all hear her call me, it's because, bro, she trying to make up for her not being here. Cause she felt bad, bro. She felt bad for not being here last night. I even texted her, I'm like, you gonna come back downstairs? She's like, nah, I'm gonna just rest. I don't really feel like I'm in the mood to even be on camera. And I'm like, all right, I understand. But that handicap, my night.
Imagine being able to build anything, for any reason, in any style, at any scale.
You know what I'm saying? That handicap my night for me to really connect with her. And I feel like it's just not fair.
Now I'm gonna keep it a stack. DDG he's a wild, not a wild guy. That's not the word to describe what DDG is doing here and what he has done at other times. DDG is brilliant at getting girls to like him, and DDG knows exactly what to say for content and the right moment to say it and what role to play and what character to play and who to bring out. So it's like he's consistently DDG, but he's like, well, am I DDG with a softer heart now, or am I DDG that's more of a player now, or am I DDG that's a manipulator now? And that's just what happens when you're in the game for this long and you're not only a veteran but a legend in the content creation game. But another individual from FaZe, he was against it. This guy Silky, who had his own comments about it, and one of the comments really made me raise my eyebrows like, yo, what? Don't play you guys that right now.
Because he read a card, you hit him, and I'm saying, yo, you're wild and you hit him. Everything goes out the window once you strike it. Why are you hitting him? Learn how to control yourself. Learn how to control your emotions. If that nigga hit you, word of bro would have been up at him. I'm not saying if I know that hit any girl. I don't give a fuck if it's not my girl or not. What the fuck? Nobody's hitting no woman in front of me. You know what I'm saying? If that would have been the case, then what? I would have made sure Yuki was going overboard. But Yuki's not even the type to do that. He's not the type to do that. He's a troll. He's gonna troll, and if he rage bait you, rage bait you. He rage baited you.
Yeah. She fell for the rage bait. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, like, I don't know. I feel like these guys are, I don't know, bro. I didn't watch the stream. I feel like all this is just a little bit too much. Like, to be honest, I don't know. Call me a hoe or whatever. Say whatever you want about me. If I was, what's his name, Yugi, in that situation, and that happened to me, I wouldn't trip, to be honest. Not because I think it's okay for girls to hit on dudes. I just don't think it was that serious, to be honest. Like, to be honest, that was nothing serious. But I guess what made it serious was her saying that she was going to smack him because that's crazy. Like, if she had smacked bro, then you know what I'm saying, then yeah, that would have been doing too much. So, but I get where they're coming from to where, like, let me be clear. In pretty much almost every other situation, I'm not on nobody's side anyways, but I'm saying, but like in pretty much any other situation, I would not even try and defend Shawty. I'm not even trying to defend her. I'm just saying, I just don't think it's that serious. That's all I'm saying. Based on what I saw, bro was talking like, he wasn't even saying nothing too crazy, but it's just like, to be honest, I don't feel like what she did was that crazy as well. Like, I would not be pressed if I got hit like that, to be honest. By a shawty, at least. You know what I'm saying? By a girl. But that's just me personally. But, I don't know. I know a lot of people won't agree with this take. But I'm just going based on what I saw, though. It could have been way more, like, ridiculous on the stream itself. Like, could have been, like, I don't know. I can't judge. It's maybe some things that I'm not taking into context because I didn't watch the whole stream. But just based on the clips that I saw, to be honest, it didn't look that crazy, her reaction, to be honest. And when I say it didn't look that crazy, I'm not saying that what she did was right. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, like, just because some things aren't right doesn't mean that they're not a natural, they're not a obvious reaction. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a black guy, as a black man, you're not going to see me, resisting the police or whatever because I know there's a possibility that they could kill me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's right, and that's probably a bad analogy to use, but I'm not saying that's right. I'm just saying I already know the outcome, if that makes sense. Like that's a known outcome. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes in life, as much as things may not be okay, I think you just have to be realistic with yourself and be like, yes, this is a possible outcome. You know what I'm saying? And in this situation, I feel like with what bro is doing, with how he was acting, I feel like he should have just known that was a possible outcome. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, had she smacked bro, that would have been completely different. I would not even, you feel me? I wouldn't even be doing all of this. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest, I don't really think it's that serious. To be honest, I don't really think so. But that's just me.
I ain't like his aim was not even trying to rage bait you. You got hit with a straight bullet.
What they're saying too is also correct. Like, it didn't have to go that far. She didn't have to touch nobody. Period. You know what I'm saying? She didn't. So that's definitely true. What I'm really saying is just like, if I was bro, I wouldn't care. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't care. And maybe that's some whole stuff. I don't know. But I'm just saying I wouldn't care personally. But yeah, that was not a, it was no means. It was no means for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't have to happen. So I understand that.
It got rage baited. And then DDG is saying that I'm being weird because I said India is on her way. You was on the phone with India, took about blowing me kisses before I get off the phone. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What? What are you talking about?
So yeah, the part where he talks about, now I do respect the fact that he's consistent, where he's like, like, you shouldn't be hitting him, he shouldn't be hitting you. But when he says, if he had put hands on you, I would have to do something to him because I'm not letting somebody put hands in front of a chick or on a chick in front of me. That's where I'm like, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous because, listen, me personally, I have a mind my business type of attitude. I avert my gaze. Listen, it's some people's business. Like, there are a lot of times, I don't know if I saw it on Twitter X or somewhere else, where somebody's like, he went to help a chick, or like he went to like fight a guy that was like putting hands on his chick, and then the chick started beating up the guy that tried to help her with her man. So man, that's not happening. And if someone's your mans and they have this mentality and they're getting into fights because some dude is getting physical with the chick, listen, I need to know that ahead of time, because that's one of those, it's like, if your man gets into something, you gotta help him out. But if you're choosing to get into something for that reason, yeah, we gotta have like an ejecto-cedo clause or something like that, because listen, the last thing I need, like, imagine your parents getting the news like, yeah, your son got smoked because he was defending a random girl because some guy was hitting her. Man, parents would be sick, left sick to their stomach. I'm trying to get back to the women that aren't putting their hands on people, not the ones that are. It is what it is. But I respect the consistency. That is fair. Now, there's not a consistency in putting your hands on people, but in not wanting people to put hands on each other. That's fair. But this guy, Yugi, he goes in to explain himself on Silky's stream. And he says the following, and he really doesn't seem like, he was not being disrespectful.
I was brought up not to say anything like this to a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's the way I was brought up. I would never, bro, and the only reason I'm mess with her is because, bro, she's easily rage baitable, but I was rage baiting everyone. I understand maybe I was going a little harder on her, which I understand. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, it could be looked upon. If you look at the clips, it's like, I was doing the same thing in season 1. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, bet, maybe this, you know what I'm saying, was a pushover. But I didn't even get mad when she slapped me. I kept it in the show. I kept it in the show. I went back and I said, that's why Jay Seiko chose another girl. That was from season 1. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say, that's why you up. Or that's why you up. You didn't call her name. But I shouldn't have gone back and forth. I understand 100%. I shouldn't have gone back and forth.
And that's what, as a man, we can respect. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like you win 1,000 times over when you relay that message to her. Because now it's like, if she don't take that apology, you're a loser. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause she literally struck you. She felt the way she should communicate that. You know what? I don't like how you said that. That's making me feel.
So here they were trying to convince him to apologize, but keep in mind they're also trying.
All right, I think I'm done with this video, honestly. But Yeah, I mean, he seems to be cool. To be honest, I wouldn't even have let the situation go as far as it did. Maybe it went further because it was on Max's stream. But I totally agree with what they're saying. I don't know. Maybe it's because I have sisters. So maybe I'm looking at it different. I probably am. Like, I understand. As much as I can say, yes, that was wrong, I still know that that's just a possibility. You know what I'm saying? That's my perspective. But obviously, yes, is wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe there's no but. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm just I don't know. I don't know. I don't personally. I don't feel too strong. I just don't think it's that serious, to be honest. Like, they're acting like he got open face smacked. Which, let's be real, even if the smack is not bad because it physically hurts, like, more. You know what I'm saying? Like, the smack is just disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, the only reason why that's, like, such a big deal is because, like, that's, like, that's, like, one of the most disrespectful things you can do to a man is smack him. You know what I'm saying? So that's really the biggest thing. But I don't even know what the point I was trying to make is. But I'm just saying, I don't think it was that. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Don't put your hands on nobody. At the end of the day, don't put your hands on nobody. At the end of the day. That's all I can say. But shout out to bro for the video. You feel me? Yeah, man. It is what it is. She shouldn't have done it, but it's no but, I guess. She shouldn't have done it. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I was not coherent at all, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Turn on post notifications, all that stuff. You know what it is. We out.
Yep. Did she know I'm the one I go mental? How we running this shit need a medal. Niggas bit hit my phone, I couldn't get you.